Urewa nagbon, yarie, ofuri, lai, tedu. Bokwa, o destiny. Dimiaki, wela hasi. My name is Tosin Adeyemi, and I'm an actor. We're currently on a set, as you can see. So yeah, that's who I am.
How did you come into acting? Did you study theater or did you apprentice yourself to any group?
Well, I studied theatre arts at the University of Lagos.
Okay.
Yeah, and I, took a course in film,
Okay.
acting for film at La Scène Fabrique in Lyon,
Okay.
France.
Okay.
And I've attended
Okay.
many master
Master
classes and,
okay. In acting
tons of
or
in
other
acting.
aspects? Okay.
In acting.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how I came into film. I act for theater. I started from theater.
Okay.
Okay. And just recently, will I say transitioned? I'm still doing both anyway. So, but yeah, that's how I came into acting.
Yeah, I mean, I really like I like your take on that. Yeah, because once a thespian is a thespian, and there's something special about being a thespian anyway. Oh, by the way, I studied theater arts at Great Ife and did a master's.
People are proud. People are very proud.
Well, let's put it this way: we are not proud. It's natural.
It's natural to be proud.
It's not the greatness.
Yeah, it comes with.
You can
it comes
hide
with the territory.
Exactly,
that's what you're saying.
Exactly.
Okay.
I mean, if you look at it, when the sun, rises, everybody knows. So that's a feel. So yeah, like I said, those of you guys who study theater, again, this is without any bias to any other group, you tend to be much more disciplined, and maybe because you're schooled in the ethos and the ethics of the profession, and than those who just came into the profession without having those grounding. So yeah, but given what the film world is in Nigeria, so do you still have time to do stage plays?
Yeah, I find time to. So it really depends. I would say though that since I started doing more television and film, I haven't done as many stage plays. Also, it was a choice I made because I remember a couple of years ago when I got called to, be part of a film or a television series.
Okay.
I'd be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. There's a stage play they already called me for."
My God.
So I would always turn it down and then go ahead and do, theater. But as the years went by, I just told myself, "Well, you've been doing theater for
ages,
close to 10 years. It's time for, you to showcase yourself on a different, with a different or through a different medium."
Yeah.
So I told myself I would do more film and television. And that's what I've been doing. And thankfully, God has been faithful. Yes.
That's wonderful. And I wanted to ask a related question because I'm talking about purely the business side.
Yeah.
So TV and film pays more than the stage, does it?
Well, if you break it down in terms of time and money, then yes. Depends. Yeah. For theater, you get to do rehearsals.
Yeah.
right?
And it takes
And
a lot
then
of
you get,
time.
it takes a lot of time. So imagine you committing, let's just say for instance, if it's a large cost production, you're committing a
Yes.
month and a half
For
to it,
rehearsals.
for rehearsals and then performance. You end up
Performance.
performing for like a couple of weekends
Weeks, at
or a
times
couple
even
of
months.
weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know. So imagine committing that. It doesn't quite, it may not necessarily translate to
Money.
money because you probably earn not as much as you would if you were on a TV series
Mm-hmm.
or on a film. So if it was a TV series or a film, you may work for 2 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
right? Or maybe a month
Mm-hmm.
and earn more.
Mm-hmm.
And even at that, you may have time for, other
Other
things as
things.
opposed to, so, because you may not be on set every day,
Yeah,
right? You
that's
may not
true.
be on set every day, so you may have time for other things. But for theater, you go early in the morning, you
Mm-hmm.
come back in the
In the
evening or
evening.
at night, and you do that for a month plus. So
Mm.
it is said that film and TV pays more.
It is
Yeah,
said, or
yeah.
not from your personal
It,
experience?
it does. Uh, to a certain extent, it does. It does pay better.
Yeah.
But in some cases, as I've experienced,
Yeah.
I probably have made more from
From
theater
theater.
in some cases,
Because these
than
are
film. It
these are
depends on the
professional,
on the
much and
productions.
bigger kind
It
of
depends
stuff.
on the productions.
On another level,
Yeah.
what of the emotional? Because I mean, do you derive more satisfaction from? Because I've seen people who said, "Oh, I love the theater.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing comes close in
Compares,
terms
yeah.
of the satisfaction."
Mm.
So, which do you think do you derive more satisfaction from the theater than the stage performances?
I'll
I
be
mean, from the film, you know.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't know, yeah, if I'm being honest. I generally just derive satisfaction from performing. So whether it's TV, whether it's film, whether it's stage, I just derive satisfaction from
From performance.
performing or from acting. So I don't think I don't know. I don't know, because if you're talking in terms of coverage, you're talking of satisfaction in terms of coverage, satisfaction in terms of what's it called now,
Visibility.
applause, in
Okay.
terms of visibility.
Yeah.
The stage has its perks,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
live, as
Yeah.
you're saying something and people are resonating with their shouting or
Yeah.
they're clapping or they're crying right in
Yeah.
front of you.
Yeah.
You could derive satisfaction from
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
but for film, there's also when it comes out and people are watching, whether on a national scale or a global scale,
See.
and you're
Yeah.
getting messages. Now it has a wider reach, and you're
Yeah.
getting messages and comments and stuff, and you're seeing the satisfaction. So it goes both ways.
It goes
So
both
for
ways.
me, I cannot really tell, which I prefer the most. I just derive satisfaction from the fact that I'm telling a great story and people are resonating with it.
Resonating. So I was just wondering, what motivated you to study theater and specialize in acting?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
growing up,
Mm.
I joined the choir from when
Mm.
I was like 8 years old.
Okay.
So I was already singing, I was already dancing, I was already doing a little bit of drama, church drama, whilst I was a child. And then further a few years down the line as a teenager, I was still doing those things. And then my sister, when it was time for me to apply into the university,
Yeah.
I wanted to do mass communication,
Mm-hmm.
or law, which is what
Which
all of us in arts, wanted to do
wanted to
then.
do, yeah.
And my sister was in University of Lagos then. She was in her final year, and she was like, and she had friends who were studying in creative arts department then, and she was like, "You already do these things,
Hmm.
acting, dancing, singing. Why don't you just do theater arts?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." I didn't know that it was a thing like that
That
per
you could
se.
actually
Yeah,
study.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool. Then I applied, but I even applied to study music, not
Okay,
even
so you
acting.
sing.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
well, you said
sing.
it well. I remember the
Yeah, I
choir. Yeah.
sing. Um, I don't sing as much anymore, but I do sing. So I applied to study music, but while so in the University of Lagos, the creative arts department has visual arts, music,
Music,
and then theater.
theater. Okay.
So I realized that I didn't just want to do music. I wanted to do everything. So I changed my
Your major.
application,
Okay.
to be theater.
Hmm.
You know,
And theater actually encompasses
yeah,
everything.
everything. You can
So you
sing,
can
you can
sing, you
dance, you
can
can
dance,
act,
you can
you
act,
can
yeah.
do, yes.
And you can do
So
your set.
yeah,
So
the set, directing,
yeah,
costuming,
directing.
everything.
Yeah.
So that's why I studied theater. So my family, they were really open to it. Like, oh yeah, go
Yeah,
for it.
that was the next question I
Yeah.
wanted to ask. So in those days when I wanted to study, yes, my parents, my father wasn't opposed to it, but a lot of people were surprised because
Like why?
his friends, his children were doing law and other things, but then again, these days, it's a very, very, it's a different thing entirely.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So last question. So what do you see? Where do you see the future of Nollywood in the next 10 years? Actors in Nollywood. In
Actors.
Nollywood, yes.
Hmm. Oh, I see a bright future actually, because, and I'm talking from like the crop of talents, that's coming out of Nollywood right now.
Yeah.
Like a lot of actors are wanting to be better. A lot of actors are taking classes. A lot
Mm.
of actors are watching stuff on the internet and trying to, enact things. And thankfully, producers, directors are starting to, not really care about numbers,
Mm.
right? So they try to, go and pick these raw talents. So I imagine that in 10 years, if that's what's happening right
Right
now, I
now,
imagine that it's going to be better,
better.
So I, I, I'm looking forward to seeing better,
Mm.
a better Nollywood with outstanding, brilliant performances.
Performances.
Yeah, that's what I look forward
That's
to.
encouraging. I think
Yeah,
I agree with you,
yeah,
especially given the number of big movies and
yeah.
and different outlets
Yes,
where people
yes,
can stream
yeah, yes. Our
African films and
movies,
Nigerian
yes,
movies. Okay,
yeah.
thank you very much. It's been a
Thank
very,
you,
very,
thank you,
very wonderful conversation.
thank you for having me.
Um, Again, thanks for actually helping us at such a short notice. It speaks
Thank you,
to
thank you,
your
thank you,
personality.
thank you,
Thank you very
sir.
much.
Thank you,
A
Mr.
pleasure.
Kawa.
Yeah.
Pleasure. Bye.
Yeah.